Last week I finished installing the driver's side exhaust manifold on this F-150 of my brother's. And as I had the truck in the air, I thought I'd walk back and take a look at the brakes, the rear brakes. And what I found was astonishing. I don't know how he could even stop, because one of the brake lines was cut clear in two and dripping a little oil out of it. Examining the brakes, I found this brake line like this. On each side of it was smashed flat. I'm not sure if that was done intentionally or if somebody hooked a chain to it and smashed it. It's hard to say. But my brother believes that it was probably like that when he bought the truck, and he wondered why it didn't stop right. So what I told him I'd do is get the parts and try to get this passenger side brake working again. The way I'm going to do it isn't probably the way it should be done, but given the situation, I'm just going to go ahead and do it the least expensive way that I can. And I'm going to explain this here and show you in just a little bit here. But I went ahead and took this wheel off. I pulled the drum off. I took the caliper off, and I removed these brake lines. I'm going to replace the caliper, reuse the existing shoes, clean up the existing drum, and reroute this brake line and hook it all back up, bleed the brakes, and then see if it works. In taking this drum off right here, I fought with it, and it's because the emergency brake's been unhooked and they were dragging a little bit. But I did get it off, and it will go back on. But what I'm going to do with this drum is just clean it up a little bit and reuse it. If this was a little newer truck and if it was in a little better shape, I'd probably replace everything back here, but I'm just going to clean this up and reuse it. Since I'm a carpenter and I have carpenter tools, I'm doing the right thing. I'm just using my orbital sander on it. You do this, you want to make sure you don't gouge it, or it's not going to, it's not going to stop properly. Good enough. I'm going to call that quits. I don't know if this is necessary, but I'm going to put some anti-seize right on this right here to help that come loose the next time that comes off, if it ever comes off. I don't see how that can hurt anything. If you got comments or ideas on how that should be done, I'd sure be open to hear them. I'm not an expert at doing this. I just try to do things for people. I'm going to pull these off right here and go at it and clean that up a little bit. Went ahead and just put that on. Now let's get these cleaned up. With the new caliper, you get a new one that clips on here. Okay, that's done. I'm going to put a little bit of caliper grease or brake grease on those before I slip the new ones on. Let's go look at that caliper, that new caliper. Here's the new caliper. I'll show you a picture of the old caliper right now. As you can see, these come with new bolts and that. I got that through Napa, and they come pre-lubricated. I know a lot of the videos you'll watch will say to pull these out and lubricate them, but with this caliper you don't have to. Now what I'm going to do is fit the new shoes in here and slip it on here and bolt it fast. It's just 2 bolts. Here's the old brake shoes that came off of it. I probably should have replaced them, but if you replace it on one side, you get them in pairs. I'd have to do it on the other side. And for this, I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to clean these up a bit though. Let me get them cleaned up and I'll show you how I'm going to install them on the new caliper. They look a lot better. I think they'll be just fine. Okay, here's those brackets that I was telling you about that come with the new caliper. We're going to go ahead and put them on, but what I'm going to do is just put a little grease in here. And what I use is this caliper brake grease. I don't know if this is necessary, but I'm going to do it. There's that. And I'll do the other side, and now I'll go pound them on. Let's put some grease right here. Set that there. Put a little inside here. Let's keep it from rusting. And we'll go at it and put this caliper in there. This just snaps in place. And then also this one snaps in place on this side. Let's go at it and snap that right in place. And this one has these little dimples right here, and they slide into here, and this is the retaining clip that holds it on. So now this theoretically should slip right in. Let's go see. There we go. I got these in correctly now. I'm going to push these pins back so this can slip into place. And now that caliper is installed. Now I need to do is put the bolts in and tighten them up. I'm going to put just a little bit of anti-seize on the end of those bolts. Because when I took this apart, this was so rusted that I thought I might break them off, but I didn't. Where it needs to go, I need to get me a wrench to put on here. Let me go look up the torque specs and that, and I'll torque those down right away. Calls for 25 foot-pounds. And that's right there. Okay. Next is let's get the brake lines on. Okay, I have the brake line started here, and now I'm bending it by hand to fit these contours. It'll go right here, and we'll bend it a little bit right there. Right here, up and around, over to this side right here. And then I've got the Banjo bolt put on, and that takes 30 pounds, I think. That's what I made it anyway. I have this tightened up. I'll squeeze this down, and I'll squeeze this down right here, and this bracket up here I'll squeeze down, and hopefully that will do it. And what I'm going to do to start with is just open my bleeder and let it bleed gravity flow to start with and see what happens. Fact is, I'll do that right now. There's a little rubber cap over it. And what size is that? maybe a number 10. I was right, it is a number 10. Let's crack that and just let it bleed on its own. Well, I got those brakes bled, but I got some in my eye. Boy, did that burn. Fact is, my brother came and picked up his truck after the brakes were bled. Everything worked perfectly, and the truck sounded a lot nicer. I took it for a test run, and the lessons that I've learned is just to be a little patient with everything you do and careful that you don't get stuff in your eyes like I did. And try to learn a lesson from every little project you do. If you have any comments, please share them. If you like my channel, if it's something you think you could watch, please share it and subscribe. If you want to watch more videos like this, grab one of these right here. Can it be fixed? Sure it can. Can you fix it? You're darn right you can fix it. Until the next one.